Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Essence. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what occurs during a ritual and how do you set one up. Now, I know for a lot of you watching, that's probably a pretty self-explanatory thing to most, but I like to make videos that are not just made for people who already know this stuff, but also the beginners, those who don't know where to really start. So that is why I'm making this video. Plus, I was looking on my channel and I also see that a lot of you guys seem to like the ritual to Baphomet that I did. As I'm looking at it right now, it has 704 views and 13 likes, so pretty popular video, and I do intend on making other videos on how I would set up rituals to certain gods, so expect that in the near future. But for now, I'm just going to tell you about what happens during a ritual. So, what exactly is a ritual? Well, a ritual is establishing communication between a god, a spirit, or trying to harness your magic for a certain purpose. Rituals can be for different things. It can be a dedication to a god. It can be communication to a god, maybe asking for something. Usually it's an asking for something. You know, you give offerings to the gods in exchange for a blessing of some sort. Or a particular spirit, much like the spirits of voodoo, which are known as Loa, which I do not follow. I'm reading books about it, but it seems like a pretty difficult thing to actually get a grasp of. It's not like something that you can just get into. So, I don't really know much about it, except for the fact that the beings that are worshipped in voodoo are spirits, not gods. It could be a dedication to a god, which means actually just giving thanks to a god for, you know, watching over you, the blessings you've done. You can also try and establish contact with a guardian angel for protection or some sort, or an ancestor of yours that has passed on that you want to communicate with. And also, you can also do just spells based on your own power, sending that power out to the universe for a specific purpose, whether it be a blessing or a curse. There is a lot of things that you can do within a ritual. Most of the rituals that I do are an exchange, which is, you know, granting offerings to gods in exchange for a blessing that I need at this time. And in the process, I'll also give thanks to the gods as well for the blessings that they've bestowed upon me. So a dedication is usually a given no matter what. Now, setting up your altar, which for those of you who don't know, is the area for where you are performing the ritual. Normally, it is highly suggested that an altar not be moved. It be in one singular place. And, but unfortunately, I couldn't do this before because I lived in a basement. And before I redid my room was not big enough to have an altar. So I basically had to do it wherever I could. I did some outside. I did some outside my room, in the basement, what have you. But now that my room is a bit bigger, I now have a place to have just one altar. Some people's altars are interchangeable, depending on the god or spirit they wish to communicate with. Like mine is. Mine is interchangeable because I pray to many different gods, but there are some people who are monotheistic, which means they only pray to one god. So for those people, it would be stationary. But your particular altar in question, whether it be your dining room table, whether it be an altar table that you have specifically, or maybe an outside area that you've dedicated to that spot. Normally, it's one place, because the energies, as you work with these rituals, they tend to build up over time. So your spells and your prayers can be amplified by the power that you have done previously. That's sort of why it's suggested that you only have one location. But if you are someone like me who had to kind of move around because you live with other people and it would be in their way, then I understand. And, you know, we do what we must. We do what we must. Another thing we could do is astral projection, but I understand that not everyone knows astral projection. But I have videos on how I do it, and I know that not every lesson is going to work for everyone. So do your best, try, and I have videos on different techniques that you can try, so if one doesn't work, maybe another one will. But the astral is a great way for people who do not have a place to go and do their ritual, maybe because they live with people and it'll get in their way, or maybe that they live with some religious family members who might think it blasphemous and may not like it. The astral is a good way to go. And in fact, after this video, I'm going to show you how a way that you can do this, not necessarily astral projection, but it is another way that I use, which it's similar to astral projection, but to me, it's like an easier way. And I'll go through that all in that video, but basically using your mind to set up a ritual. But anyway, what would you put on an altar? You would put things that are associated with the gods. Herbs that they might like. You would light incense or herbs, herb smells, maybe essential oils that they might like. Crystals they're associated with. Have a statue of them. What animals are they associated with? Maybe you have some statues of different animals that they might like. What else? If they're associated with a certain type of drink, like the Greek gods might actually like wine, so you might go for that. I know some spirits in voodoo like harder liquor. Some spirits or gods might like coffee or tea. You know, you just really got to do your research when it comes to this. I'm not knowledgeable in every single god, what they like. So I just do my best with crystals, oils, and incense. But your own energy can also be an offering as well, so that they can utilize that energy to grant the blessings you want. And it's always good to be appreciative. Because gods, they may be on a higher level, but they're beings too. They're with feelings. So be polite, they'll be polite back. So those are the kinds of things that you would put on your altar. Things that are pertaining to the god in question. If you want to write something like your blessings on a piece of paper and put it on your altar, maybe even burn it at the end of the ritual so that it goes up to where the gods are, that's perfectly okay. There are many different kinds of ways that you can adorn your ritual, but it's all up to you. How you want the ritual to be, how you want the altar to be. But the thing I must say is that you don't want too many things on your altar, or else the energy can be clustered, can be too clustered. So you want it balanced. You want a balanced amount of items on there. Because I've had that before, where I put too many items on there, and the goddess in question, she came to me and she said, sorry, I couldn't do what you wanted because you had too many things on your altar. I'm sorry. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, lesson learned. So, that's essentially what a ritual is, and what an altar is, and what you would do within a ritual. I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, please put it down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you later, guys.